Prius.
I'm Gabi. I run the blog GabiFresh.com. I'm 26 and I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan, now living in Chicago. My world, honestly, as lame as this might sound, is basically based on the internet. So I'm a blogger and everything I do work-wise is online when it comes to that. And why that's unique to me is just because I'm a plus-size woman, and when I started 4 years ago, there were no real plus-size blogs out there that had to do with personal style. And I really wanted to fill that gap, especially for younger girls, because I just felt like everything that was out there that had to do with plus-size fashion was more so targeted to an older demographic. I think sometimes the media takes the words plus size and just likes to run with it, kind of to exploit the community and to just seem like they're being inclusive, when really it's just kind of like a one-off to get, traffic or viewers, because it is a huge controversy in our society. Whenever I appear on any media, when I was on the Today Show, people went crazy. My whole identity isn't based on my size. So as much as I like to represent plus size women, I also want to be careful because I don't want people to think that's all that I am. If I lost 100 pounds tomorrow, I would still be myself. I got a really awesome fur coat from here a few years ago that I still have, and I love it. So we are in Knee Deep, which is one of my favorite Pilsen thrift stores. And I love thrift stores because even though they might not have a dedicated section for plus sizes, there's usually vintage items that are stretchy or that I can make work for my body type. As a blogger, I will admit, because there are so many of us and there are so few options for plus sizes, we tend to kind of often wear the same thing because there's only a few plus size stores that have really great items. So it takes a little bit of digging, obviously, but it can be really beneficial for that reason too. I feel like my style evolves a lot. I kind of mix high and low, and I do a lot of skinny jeans and motorcycle jackets like this, a lot of leather, a lot of sheer, so anything sequins, I'm obsessed. What led me to where I am was a mixture of things. I think my identity is very complicated. As I say, I identify as a black woman, but I'm actually biracial. My mom is white, my father is black. They both influenced me not really in terms of fashion, but just in terms of my self-esteem. They had a large influence in making sure I felt great about myself from a young age. But what really pushed it over the edge, I would say, was in college when I went to an all-women's college, and it was very much about learning to grow and love yourself as a woman. And so I think that definitely had a huge influence in terms of how I felt about myself. College and my family was a part of it, and then obviously the cherry on top and what really solidified everything was just once I did find a community online, because before I actually started my blog, I was a part of online communities that had to do with plus size women, and that totally changed my life because I got to see other women who looked like me, who liked themselves and who liked their bodies and were experimenting with fashion and talking about political activism in terms of body acceptance and things like that, and I had never heard of that from the mainstream media. So all of those things together kind of formed my identity as a woman, and then I was able to take that and then start my blog.